My mom's AC is broken, and it is getting a little roasty toasty in here. Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today I'm going to be talking about Ghost of the Mountains. Ghost of the Mountains is a 2017 documentary theatrical release about the team who filmed The Snow Leopards Were Born in China and their experience getting to the snow leopards. It's written and directed by Ben Wallis, cinematography by Shane Moore, editing by Bobby Sheikh, and the music is by Barnaby Taylor. It's narrated by Antoine Fuqua, and they filmed a lot in Usual Calm and relied very heavily on the local Tibetans, obviously. Stunning, as expected, but I also really loved seeing the technical side of this, how they set camera traps and the giant cameras they were using that were the what do they call them? The real cameras? The actual camera? I forgot what they called them. But they called the camera traps just the camera traps, and then they had like the real cameras that they wanted to catch footage on. And then they had an octocopter, which was a drone with 8 little helicopters that they got footage with, and it was really cool to see them like building cameras and building different rigs from scratch to try and get, this footage of all, the snow leopards. And it was really cool to see the technical aspect of the camera work. This was super cool. It felt very like special features behind the scenes, which is my bread and butter. It's what got me into film. It's what made me want to go to film school. Is I would, when I was growing up, I'd get the 2-disc special edition of movies and watch all the bonus features of behind the scenes because I thought it was so fun. And so this really gave that vibe, like them trying to get, all this footage and find the snow leopards and how grueling of a process it was dealing with altitude sickness and this tiny little house they're staying in that has no heat and it's -20 out. And it was just really, really cool to see. And then all the different tricks they did to try and get footage of the snow leopards because they knew they were out there. The fact that they had to give up for a little while and go back once it finally snowed again, it was a very fun vibe, and it was fun and, somewhat educational because I got to see how they were trying to get the footage, and then exciting. I would cheer with them when they finally got footage and all that kind of stuff. What I thought was interesting is in Born in China, the snow leopard mom dies, and they don't talk about that in this movie. They, found the mom and 2 cubs and were thrilled that they get to follow a mom and 2 cubs, but they never talk about the fact that she dies later, which I thought was interesting because, sometimes documentaries, I feel like they make it dramatic for no reason. So I think that's interesting that they never talk about it because, you got to see the one guy get, emotional because the one cub was missing, and he was like, oh no, this really sucks. She just keeps calling out for him, and he gets emotional and sad about it. I'm like, but we're not going to show them being devastated that the one snow leopard dies. I'm confused by that. So I think that was really interesting. Otherwise, this was a really fun and cool experience to witness. Favorite part is definitely when they find the cubs, because the cubs found one of the camera traps and was playing with it, so they're all up in the camera. It's super cute. What a fun moment. Least favorite part is probably when they had to leave because they could not find the snow leopards again, and come back later. That was kind of sad. I felt the morale being really low and everything like that. Watch again, probably not. Recommend, definitely. If you Born in China is an interesting documentary. This is cool though, seeing what they're doing to try and get those shots, very fun. Specific moments, I don't really have any, so that's kind of everything I have. Definitely check it out if you're interested in kind of the behind the scenes of documentary people trying to get their shots. That's everything I have. My final rating is going to be 7. I feel like I have to do snow leopards. 7 snow leopards out of 10. Our total movie count is... Parents at Tone Crack are the same. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching when, follow me on all socials. You'll find out what movie I'm watching when. I put up videos every Monday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday. Join Patreon. Got a tier starting at just $1. You get every video a week early. Coupon code for merch. No, they're still working on the coupon code. Here's about that. You get daily trivia, monthly postcards, bonus content, etc. Hop on over there, check it out. Buy merch. Merch is great, merch is grand. This is like the OG where it's just the letters. Until next time, comment, subscribe, but I'm not in charge of your life. You are studio, and don't be, there's not really a villain, so be international cooperation about getting footage of beautiful animals. China would never let us do that right now. Because Trump sucks.